A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. Here I'm going to talk about how the divine feminine actually, instead of falling apart, instead of crumbling, because the things she experienced because of her masculine, we call him divine masculine, but there are lots of things that divine masculine did to divine feminine are not so divine, and they were really difficult. They put her in very jeopardized situations. They put her in very difficult situations. So I do see the energy of expectation over here. So it's the feminine who had expectations from the masculines, from their respective masculine, and the expectation was not a false expectation, or it was not incorrect expectation, because I pick onto the energy of lovers. Okay, I pick onto the energy of marriage over here. So they could be married to each other, they could be lovers, and very intimate lovers. Okay, but this masculine has the energy of the main male, the alpha male. So he tries to, of course, use that energy. I also pick on to the energy of a child or children here. I'll keep explaining everything in a bit. I pick the energy of courtship here, okay? And currently he is obsessed with the thoughts of his feminine, but then he also did this to her. The thief energy of manipulation, big time manipulation that the masculine made her go through. And there are lots of reasons why the feminine had to go through this. First of all, she has to really understand, she and he both, they have to really understand the difference between a divine feminine, the main female, and the karmic or the Jezebel spirits. He's been with a lot of Jezebel spirits, okay, and he has unknowingly served them. Unknowingly, he has given away his gifts and jewels. He thought that they are massaging his ego, or they want him, or they need him, or they're just praising him. So he was like, okay, I love this praise and I love this attention. But actually they were taking from him a lot of things that he didn't even realize. For some it could have been money, and for some it could be simply his sexuality, his youth, his beauty. And she is the main female, okay, her main female energy is there. But the thing is that it was not yet activated, it was not fully activated. So he is operating from main male energy, but he's a sort of thief as well. He's also a thief. So it's like he wasn't less either. And he may have been very nice to a lot of women. He may have been nice to a lot of people with the Jezebel souls, but he was not nice to the feminine. So it was like he knew that he could provide for her. He knew that he could take care of her. He knew that he could give to her. And he also knew that it was the right thing to give to her. Now, there are lots of videos that I see online where I have seen men, a lot of men, some of them are professionally doing it, and some of them are casually just sharing with other men, that if you care for your wife or your favorite woman in your life, any woman, because usually such men don't change women. They are very committed and loyal to one woman. So if you're committed and loyal to one woman, she can be your wife, she can be your fiance, and you love her and you care for her and you provide for her. This is what has been doing rounds on the net and shared by men specifically, not even women. Then their money doubles, their luck doubles, their joy doubles, their success doubles automatically. And then there are those kind of men who either become very greedy with time, or there are some that who always are misers. For their own women, they are misers. But for random people, other people, not just women in general, but friends, if a friend would come and tell them that I need money and I need your help and I need it for this or that, I need it for my own wife, they would say. I need to help my wife in her business, or just need to take her shopping, and she's been sad for a while. They'll be like, oh, that's so sweet, yeah brother, take my money, take this, take that, but they're not gonna think the same way for their wives or fiancés. That's why they are thieves. So they've been giving to the wrong people, the wrong women, the wrong men, but they are not giving to the right people. So that's why this expectation card was not wrong. And I'm also being shown the energy of false person here. Now, it's not necessary that there is a false person really around him, but there's an energy that there is around it, because he is the one who goes for the false people. Like, he could be doing it online, or he could have done it in the past, and he keeps thinking about it. Okay, he keeps thinking about it. He goes back in his memories to get validation, even though he knows that those women actually scammed him or used him, or eventually the ending was never nice. Nobody, not even a single person, he could say, friends or all these people he was with, even family members, they take from him. They don't praise him, they don't validate him, they don't appreciate him the way they can. In many ways, he did not receive the right environment or the right training. The right foundation was never built. Either they overgave him, overloved him with materialistic stuff, they over pampered him. So it was never a balance. Or they would undergive him in certain places just to keep the control going. This is something about character, okay? The feminine has a very strong character, divine feminine. So she could have been in wrong places, she could have made mistakes, but she was not immoral. This I can say for every genuine divine feminine. Once she even finds out that she's a part of something immoral, as long as she doesn't know. If somebody is not aware, they can't do anything. But as long as she doesn't know, she's not going to be part of something immoral, or she's not going to allow even the masculine to do something immoral. If she finds out that he's doing something illegal or immoral, something wrong, she's going to tell him that you're wrong and I don't support this. And I will not accept it until and unless you do something about it, if you really want me around you. This kind of establishment she always has. She's not scared of losing people. But if she's kept in dark, she will not do anything because she cannot do it. That's impossible for her to do. So there have been cases where this masculine was involved in some immoral acts or immoral energies around him. And she was like, I don't accept it. Why would you do this? So she kept a strong foot down, like, I'm not going to accept it. And let's say he pretended to change. Maybe he assured her that he's quit it, he's left it, he gave her enough evidences, he made her believe. But he would do it only for a while. Again, there is manipulation because he would not consistently do it. He would do it for a month so that she's not angry anymore. She's, left those things behind, and he realizes that now she's not going to be upset with me. So then he would do something else of similar nature. This is literally what demons do. In Hindi, we call them pishach. Okay, sort of vampires. This is what they do. They don't kill you straight away directly. They will take one limb out, finger out, they'll pull your one eye out, they'll pull your hair out, and then you will heal from it, you'll fix your eye again. And energetically I'm speaking, okay, you'll fix your hair again, then again they will do something else somewhere else. So it's like they keep giving shocks upon shocks upon shocks upon shocks. This is literally what this divine masculine is doing. I know the word divine doesn't suit him, but there's a reason why he's there. There's a reason, very good reason why he's there. And we'll figure that out, okay? We'll all figure that out. So he cannot recognize, with all his smartness, with all his over smartness, with confidence, he has never been able to recognize the Jezebels, the false people. He just jumps into the pleasure. Someone gives him pleasure, shows him pleasure. Okay, hey, there's pleasure here, and he'll go into it. But only to suffer and be miserable. So by the time he reaches to the feminine, he already had a lot of lessons. But the problem is, old habits die hard. And also he has this habit of taking her for granted. Also because, now, this is the important point, okay? Also because the feminine has to heal. She has to stop being this overgiver, this overdoer, this overprovider. She has to stop being his mother. She has to stop buying his bullshit. Just because he says something doesn't mean he actually is doing it. He could be, lying to you. And then also, I think, again, I will not blame her in many areas. The energy is literally that he does manipulate a lot. He's a manipulator. He's someone who took her for granted many times. Only when it was like she says or she feels that she can't take it anymore, then he stops. And that's really wrong, because then it's very, very tiring. So then he will stop, then he'll be nice for a month, 2 months or 2 weeks, whatever. He's going to make her feel that I'm not doing anything wrong anymore, believe me, and blah, blah, blah. And after a month again, he will go back to doing something without thinking about the consequences. He's not thinking about the consequence. He's just doing it. Maybe after doing it, he feels the guilt. After getting caught, he feels the guilt. Because he's not getting caught, so he will still show the bad behavior to her. So now what the reading is telling me, what this channeling is telling me, he did it so many times during courtship. He did it during, if they married, after marriage also. Maybe he reduced what he was doing, or he changed his pattern, but he still kept doing a lot of wrong things. And he knew that every time she's going to find it out, she will be devastated. So this is where I call it the vampire energy or the demon energy, that you know that someone is going to get hurt. You know that someone is going to be devastated. You know that someone's trust is going to get shattered. But still you continue to steal energy from this person by hook or by crook, And then you say that you're building a house with her, a home with this lady. Okay. So her expectations were right and wrong at the same time, because she also is a wounded person. She also did not get the right environment in her childhood, and she had some lessons to learn. And the reading is telling me that she's so sick of this Jezebel energy that he supports. He could be doing a lot of things to support it, which could be very subtle also. Like he goes out with her and then he keeps ogling at other females. Or he has all these, some kind of addiction, some kind of pornographic addiction that he lies to her about. Or he has some kind of bad habit, that he tries to show it that it's not there, or he's reduced it, but it's still there. And many a times she finds out, okay, but her main female energy had to be activated. For some divine feminine, this energy activates via the child, because she has gone through a lot as a child herself. Now she cannot allow her child to have this issue. It could be possible that there's no child also. She's just imagining the future. She's thinking, what if I have to bring a life to this world, and if this is the man with me, how's it going to work? It is the correct mother instinct in her, because the mother instinct should be towards the children or your mission or towards any cause that you take up, not towards the man. You're not supposed to mother the man. So she realizes that I've been doing a lot for him, and I could have been like a mother to him in some cases, because he would act kind of cranky and act like he has got privileges, and he's very privileged, narcissistic person who has some really wonderful qualities. I think those are the qualities that she intuitively picked on, and I don't see her only selecting her based on the potential. She did, because of a good intuition, strong intuition, she did pick up on his really like angelic qualities, which only she can see. She could see. Even the Jezebels could see. That's why they kind of lured him in. But he himself was sort of on the same level. He was not very nice, or he was not very comforting. He was an idiot because you can say that he just wanted to show off how much money he has, or how good looking he is, or how suave he is, what a smooth player he is. So in some cases he actually got sort of lured in and used big time, and he knows that. He knows that there are people smarter than him. He could be very smart, he could be a good thief, he could be a good con man, he could be a good player, but there are people, bigger scammers out there. Now, the good thing about this man is that he's also very protective for the children. Like, he may not have been a great husband or a fiance or a son himself, but he has also gone through some difficult experiences in childhood. So he feels that he does not want to pass it on to his children, and he thinks very differently as compared to the feminine in some cases. Or he could be a good caretaker. However, you cannot completely rely on this person. Not completely. So the feminine has to take charge. And the soul that chooses this type of dynamic, a twin flame couple dynamic, that soul also has to be some very high vibrational soul. Usually those kind of souls are going to incarnate as their children. So they're not going to allow any bullshit nonsense to happen. Trust me, the souls are that powerful. So these kids that are going to be raised by the current unified twin flames, those kids are going to be very powerful, and they would bring a big change on planet Earth. And this is the job of the current twin flames, to create a generation, very strong and powerful generation, that can maneuver planet Earth to golden age. So you have to have golden age within you to be able to do that. So here I'm being shown that the feminine, because of all of his manipulations and lack of character, and also some love towards her, some humanity towards her, and yes, sometimes he does get scared of losing her. All of that put together, and I'm going to continue this in the next part. There is a big shift happening. For your personal situations, you can get in touch with me. You can write to the sunamoon@gmail.com, and you can check out the description box for readings and therapies. I'll see you in the next one.